based on the initial research and initial look back on this pivots, I think they similar to previous research as well. They tend to work on a like timely basis and very well adjusted way, as we see as we saw previously as well. So if we follow the price action, let's say we are starting with April, start of April, since then we start. So this is week by week pivots. So these are created every Monday and stay through Friday, and then we get new ones as well. So on the first week, we are not getting any confirmation, any breakouts, nothing. So the price is not doing anything. On the next one, though, we are getting one confirmation here at the R1, and the price is going down, and then support confirmation here as well. If we want to take it, couple of resistance confirmation here. If we want to take it, yeah, that's up to us. But total four viable opportunities, three or four viable opportunities are there here, in my opinion. Uh, and yeah, that's about it. Uh, and again, on the next one, we're seeing that the breakdown happens, and then we're getting a retest. This is not something that we'll get every time. This is very rare, and if we get it, this is very good one to trade as well. And then breakdown continues and continues. On the next week, we are getting another retest after breakdown. So this is breakdown happening, and we're getting a retest, and then it's breaking down, getting a retest, and then the following week, market opens just really good, great beta, and then again breakout and then retest. These are some very good opportunities that are being presented here. And as we follow the price, we see that this is not going to happen every time. So this breakout happens, and we are getting the break, we are getting the retest, but in the retest, it is breaking down itself. And in the next breakout, we're not even getting any kind of retest, and it just continues up. So it varies from time to time, and not every time we're going to get the retest. So we'll have to enter in that manner as well. Having considered that thoroughly. Now, this one, the following week, like the second week of May, I think the third week of May. So this is again like the first week, kind of not particularly exactly one trades being presented here, apart from only this one maybe. So that's something that happens, and then the breakdown happens, which is uh, possible for us to get, but yeah, it's not a certain kind of trade. The following week, we go to the price action. We're getting a resistance confirmation here, and the price is breaking down, and continues breaking down. Clear confirmations here and here, again here. Then the price narrows. If we look at the range of the pivots, we can see this is the lowest range of the pivots. So this is the thinnest margin of the pivot. So the margin between here and here is very thin, which happened here as well. So whenever the range is getting thin, we can expect a lot of movement to happen on either side. And whenever it gets too wide like this one, we can expect generally consolidation to happen. So it stayed thin for a long time, and then it thinned too much. So this is merely, I think, if we from R3 to S3 we calculate, uh, it's like $6.6. So 10%. So it is very thin in terms of previous ranges, which is, if we look at few weeks earlier, this is almost 15%. So sorry, 25%. So uh, yeah, that's the difference that happens when we are consolidating, and then the breakout happens, really large breakout. And if we could, if we do enter it, we get the opportunity to enter it, then it's fine, it's very good. But if we don't, we wait for the next signal, which comes here and here, the breakdown happens, and then again we go into consolidation, the range thins, this is very thin range, and we are continuing in that thin range. So at any point now, we can kind of expect a big move, uh, or to the downside or the upside. So that was the idea behind the earlier trade of from like the lower levels to the higher levels. And if we do look at it, uh, so we kind of entered on the S1, this confirmation around 66.6. So that's kind of our entry here, and our SL was below this. So previous P1 as well. So we placed our SL, I think 66.05, and it took it and then went lower and then confirmed the pivot here, and moved up. So the the target was achieved. The target was 69. So target was achieved, but only after taking us out. So that's the only concern. And also the current the pivots we are using are Fibonacci ones. Previously we used the Camarilla ones. It's not that Camarilla ones are bad, but I think Fibonacci ones are presenting the dynamic better a bit, with respect to different kind of price actions. So across assets, we are getting different kind of price action, and Fibonacci just adapts better to that. And even on situations that are not ideal for trading, it stays in the levels that we can get good trades from. So that's why the change from Camarilla to Fibonacci. Camarilla is obviously also still viable to look at, but I think Fibonacci is a bit better than that. So that's the idea. We are getting another support confirmation here this week. So this is our P1, uh, sorry, P point, and the other ones and support resistances. It's gotten a bit wider because of this movement and this movement. So there are two moves is last week. The ones of the downside one, and the follow up upside one. So we can expect the price to follow suit, and the range has gotten a bit wider. So if a breakdown happens, we're going to target 65.85, and if confirmation happens here, we're going to target 69 yet again. So we wait and see what happens, because this is still early in the week's price action. And apart from this, we are also looking at volume, uh, which denotes that the current level is more of a support than a resistance, than something to target. So it's a kind of better. So the previous idea was as well. So the volume was lower, so the target should be towards the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, and that's what we are going to target again. This is a high value point, as we can see on the P, and the bottom range where we previously traded from is the key point of control. And yeah, that's something we are going to look at, and we will observe closely as we trade this week these levels. Yeah, thank you. Kindly have a look and let me know.